Hi, I'm Terry Coles, Portugal correspondent for International Living. Today I'm exploring the tiny little Portuguese town of Estoi. Look around the ancient plaza that we're standing in. Very few people around. Come as we see what we can find.
Many of the little villages in Portugal have these water stations. Before people had water in their homes, they would go gather water at these little places. As you can see, it's a very clean little village. We were there on a Sunday, so many of the businesses were closed. Not too many people around, as you can see. It almost looks like a ghost town. This was the entrance to something that was also closed, so we couldn't get into it. A few cars here, so obviously someone's home, but no one's out on the little hilly cobblestone streets. This was just a little wading pool behind a screen. There's somebody walking up the street. The lavender trees here, they're called jacaranda trees, and they're in bloom right now, and they're beautiful, and they're throughout the country. Here's a little cafe with a few men hanging out, probably having a cup of coffee or a beer. This is one of the side streets. They're hilly throughout Portugal. This one has steps, as many of them do, to make it easier to trudge up the steps with your groceries. Lots of pretty old buildings everywhere you go, and narrow streets, and that's why cars are tiny in Europe. This is a park that we discovered to the left, and we walked through there. And these are bags to pick up your dog poo, and the word cow in Portuguese is for dog, to make the language a little more confusing. These are some Roman ruins we stumbled on. We drove by the sign. These are the Roman ruins of Milreu. They were found here during the 1st century AD. This was originally several luxury villas, along with gardens, a winery, vineyards. They produced oil here. Had lots of guest houses because if you're this rich, you can afford to have lots of company come visit and stay with you. There's such a Roman presence everywhere we go in the world. This was rather impressive, quite well spread out. We saw one of the tourists there. Lots of old paintings still on the walls. And it was good to be a rich Roman back in the day, I would think. I could see myself strolling around the grounds in my toga, having my servants take care of everything for me. It was a very hot day when we were there. And as you can see, there's no shade. We're roaming around in the sun. Thanks for watching.